Everything is dumping right now. Bitcoin, layer ones, alts. And when everything falls together, that's when the real rotation begins. Not from Bitcoin to alts, from speculation to utility. Welcome back to where belief beats fear and ownership beats permission. I'm Easy. This is easy for you to envy crypto. Now let's get into it. Everyone loves crypto when it's green. When Bitcoin is running and alts are flying and every dip gets bought up instantly, but red markets change the psychology. When everything starts falling together, that's when the stories get quieter and so do the influencers and fundamentals get louder. That's when markets stop rewarding visibility and start rewarding viability. This cycle rewarded attention mechanisms, token emissions that kept people engaged, incentives kept liquidity parked, bridges expanded surface areas, and forks multiplied faster than innovation. It worked while liquidity was expanded, but expansion has fragility. When capital is abundant, almost any model looks sustainable. When capital tightens, only durable systems remain. Moving tokens between wallets isn't the same as creating value. High yield doesn't equal infrastructure, and cloning someone else's protocol doesn't build long term relevance. When liquidity contracts, the market stops rewarding motion and starts evaluating substance. That's when gravity matters. Utility today isn't about applications, it's about sovereignty. Look at the world we live in right now. Geopolitical tensions are rising. Nations are fragmenting economically, and digital infrastructure is becoming strategic. In an environment like this, infrastructure stops being optional. Clouds that can't be shut off, and compute that doesn't depend on permission. Execution that can't be altered midstream. Data that remains sovereign by design. That's no longer ideology, it's strategical. That's where something like internet computer becomes relevant, not as a token, but as infrastructure. It hosts its applications fully on chain and it executes compute natively. This reduces the reliance on centralized cloud providers. And when you see multiple nation states already exploring and deploying this kind of technology, not one, not two, but several, that's not hype. That's infrastructure demand forming. Viability isn't measured during expansion. It's measured under stress. In 2021, during the FTX era, the ICP token experienced severe market dislocation alongside aggressive shorting pressure. Volatility accelerated, liquidity thinned, and market structures deteriorated. Events like this tend to expose underlying weaknesses. Developer activity slows, ecosystem cohesion weakens, and network effects begin to unwind. This is usually how projects fade. What defines infrastructure, however, is continuity. The development continued and the protocol evolved. Governance mechanisms matured and new capabilities were introduced, including deeper AI integrations and ecosystem tooling. None of this, however, guarantees long term success, but it demonstrates operational resilience. Speculative assets can survive volatility, infrastructure must survive sustained hostility. That distinction is structural, not narrative. Red markets don't eliminate value, they clarify it. Leverage unwinds, artificial support disappears, and narratives lose their ability to compensate for weak foundations. What remains is structure. Speculation can inflate perception. Utility has to sustain performance. When liquidity eventually returns, capital won't chase volume alone. It will gravitate towards durability, towards systems that continue operating during stress, toward infrastructures that prove it can withstand pressure. Watch who continues to shift while sentiment is negative. Watch who institutions quietly align with during instability. And watch who survives coordinated hostility without losing operational momentum. That's where the next cycle is forming. And remember, as always, it's belief over fear, ownership over permission, legacy over hype. Stay sovereign. I'm Easy, and I'm out.